Hey, Ross, who gave you that cool trophy?
His name is Mo DeWitt. Every episode is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt.
Injured on the go?
Just call Mo. Listen, if it's a slip and fall, if it's a car accident, you don't need to worry about who you need to hit up because he's got you covered. If you live in Central Florida, we try to go as local as we can. I keep bringing up local, and Mo DeWitt is exactly that. He's always throwing local events. He just threw a bowling event. He has all these VIP dinners. He always is reaching out into the community. He's always present, and he's always got your back.
And he's even sponsoring our upcoming Fringe show as well. Mo doubled down with support for us. Support Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
You did it.
Baby.
It's episode 54 of Good Sauce.
Baby.
Brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt. How you doing? My name is Ross Padgett. That is Joel Warren.
Magic in 7.
That is Nico Renedo.
Sir.
And we are happy to be here. And to be honest with you, we're coming in real hot as just a cup of Orlando fandom right now.
With our Orlando theme song by Adam Scharf.
Yeah, everything's so Orlando.
We're so Orlando right now.
If you're not caught up in the Orlando frequency that has been dropping in these last couple of weeks, months, maybe even just this year, you got to pay more attention.
Orlando.
Orlando's looking like one of those people that got it together during COVID and came back stronger.
Yeah.
You're like, man, they stayed in shape.
Wow, they lost weight. You come back.
Orlando's looking COVID skinny right now.
There's one kid in our high school that came back from a summer vacation. He obviously did steroids. Yeah. I'm not saying that's what Orlando did.
We call that summer school.
But I'm not saying that's what Orlando did.
Orlando's on Ozempic and it's going great.
Right now, so I don't know. What spurred this is that I got bricked up for Orlando when Orlando City just thumped up
Atlanta
3-0, and I was there watching it, and the night was beautiful, the weather was great, there was a brisk wind in the while looking at the stars.
There's a goal that's going to get clipped by everybody. That's going to be all over top 10s. We got a Croatian sensation on the Orlando
Nights
City.
like that are magical.
Yeah. Look at that. I don't even know why he said magical like that. You said magical.
Speaking of magical.
And segue, screw it.
We're also, we're getting hammered in the playoffs, but you know what?
But we're in the playoffs.
We're in the playoffs.
You got to be at least excited. I'm not going to take for granted how nice it is to be in the playoffs because it does not feel good not being in the playoffs.
And other teams got swept. We did not. We pulled a game back at home in Orlando.
Yeah, it was hype.
We have a new theme park that just is about to drop here.
It's what we do.
It's what we do. And the theme park itself is also pretty magical.
And people are juiced about it.
I'm juiced about it.
It feels like a dream.
I think about it way more than I should, and I never thought I would ever think about a theme park that way.
Yeah.
There's so many great things. Mary J. Blige was just here this past weekend.
That's huge for the town.
That's a banger, all right? They had to move her concert due to great things happening in Orlando because the Magic were in the playoffs. They moved the concert. That's when also I start thinking man, Orlando be popping. Sorry.
Also shows the booking agent didn't have a lot of faith in the Orlando Magic.
What are you doing?
They're like, what do you got playoff time? Yeah. Figure you're about open for that.
Yeah, that guy was talking all that. Dude, that guy was a Magic hater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense to the Mary J. Blige organization. I'm sure you meant well, but don't schedule your show during the playoffs anymore because we'll be in them.
Start
we have
flexing.
Paolo Banchero.
Start flexing. We need to flex more. We did this.
We also got somebody feed Phil about Orlando in the last round too.
What?
So it's not just sports.
Yeah.
We have food shows coming here. We have good food. We have a good
EDC.
sports team.
We got EDC.
We do still have EDC.
Orlando's pretty awesome.
Someone
We didn't even mention Disney.
Well, that's because that's not
It's a given.
Yeah. It's a given. It's guaranteed. I don't know. Disney is such a juggernaut. I feel like it's their own city.
It is a
I
little
think
bit.
They are more literally their own city then
I think they aren't anymore. They tried to be.
oh yeah, and then they had to pull it back. I don't know. All I know is
You didn't hear about that whole big battle?
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that battle. Him and Ronnie D, Disney
Yeah.
D and Ronnie D,
Yeah.
just straight going at it
Just throwing
over
Ds.
LBV. yeah, yeah.
You know me.
Yeah, yeah. But I just like
And then one day they were like, "We're tired. Let's not do this anymore." They both were like, "Yeah, all right."
there's
never
so
mind,
many
whatever."
amazing, cool. How awesome is it that Mary J. Blige had to hold a concert because Orlando's doing well, or at least Orlando sports?
That's, I don't see either of those teams getting bad soon. So I just feel like this is the beginning.
Our fire is
This is what you'll remind me of in 5 years.
yeah.
I heard that
We're
Paulo,
trash at everything, but
I heard that Paulo could be in like MVP talks like pretty soon, like next couple
we're
years.
getting good. And
he is.
I mean,
Unreal.
I'm just saying that I think Orlando is gonna, the way world politics are, I think we need to start claiming other towns as a part of Orlando.
Or Orlando.
I think we need to expando.
yeah.
So Orlando Expando. I'm gonna say that we're gonna eat Kissimmee.
Yeah.
All of Osceola County is now Orlando.
Rise up.
Let's make it the biggest city in the world.
more camaraderie. We can still, well, instead of cities, instead of Maitland being a city, it's a faction.
It's a gang.
Yeah.
Let's make all the little areas gangs.
When I said faction, I just immediately thought of Altamont Springs, like with rifles, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. We'll work on the marketing of this idea, but rise up.
Yeah.
Why don't we just do it like with softball leagues?
It's not just Orlando as well that's just ripping and roaring right now in my life. Baby life, ripping and roaring. He's got some like little thud crawl moments.
He's making moves.
He's
New
making moves. He's skirting. You put him in a walker for only about 20 minutes because I'm not trying to break hips, you know?
You can't work the same muscle group every day.
Yeah. I'm not trying to have him be bow-legged like me.
You're essentially his personal trainer.
Everything's ripping and roaring.
It's ripping and roaring.
Fringe right now
It's right around the corner.
is ripping and roaring.
Yeah.
We are 6 inches deep into the Orlando Fringe Festival. My bad. I meant to say 6 feet. That's insane that it's,
Whoa, they mean drastically different things.
I know, but I was looking for 6 feet deep. Like, like it's killing, like we're
gonna die.
Yeah, we're dying for this thing. But wow, what a huge
I'd give that a
difference.
whole different try.
What a huge
What are we, Ross?
6 feet
Drop
deep.
the 6 thing. Okay, just new one.
We are feeling good about it.
I like that.
Yeah. But there's just so much happening. And we have a huge thing. We have a huge favor.
It's more than a favor.
It's more than a favor.
Work.
Yeah, it's a chance.
It's an opportunity. Like a lot of times you always see in interviews when celebrities, they say, how were you discovered? Or like, what was the breakthrough role that made you who you are as a performer? And I just think it's weird that we have that now.
Yeah. I don't want to put it on a pedestal, but I do want to put it on a pedestal because it is the best part of our show.
We have our upcoming Fringe show, 10 more sketches with Ross and Joel. And it's a 2-man show. It's what we did last year. It's what we're going to do again. 10 original sketches. Renedo, you saw the show. It's all us.
You liked it.
The old one or the new one?
The old one.
Either.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You've heard the majority of the new one.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of one of the only audience we've had.
Yeah.
But sometimes we need other roles in the scenes, and so we have an opportunity for you. It's a voiceover role. So we need you to voice act. I hear you clearing your throat.
Did you just clear your throat?
Let me clear my throat.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So just know that it's one moment. Ross, you want to set it up for him? I've got the line.
There's a Southern lawyer character in a law room sketch, right? And in this sketch, we need a voiceover of a character who is finding out during mid-urination, that they are at a playground due to the effects of alcohol.
I'm the lawyer.
No.
I'm the defendant.
No.
No. You are someone who's peeing on a playground.
So I'm
You
the
don't
defendant.
realize.
No.
I'm the person.
Yes.
I'm the
Yeah.
defendant.
Yeah. You are the defendant. Yeah. Yeah.
Neither of us
And
knew what a defendant was when you said that. So we're gonna call Mo DeWitt right after this, just to get him to like explain who everybody
And
is.
this is the
we should know that for the show.
This is the moment that I'm in court, or
This is the moment you're on the playground. This is a piece of evidence. It's a film clip which we don't see, but we will hear, and we need you to be. I mean, I'm saying like 10 double-digit drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just gonna say it. I need to summon Renedo.
Oh no.
This is a Renedo moment.
Now and
Oh, look, he's dropping in like Brando.
dude, did you see it? Dude, you are going straight Black Mama face right now. You just went Kobe Bryant underbite right
Okay,
there.
let's not ruin it, but just for the listeners, you have to know that someone's locked in. Orlando, you got a new athlete in the house. All right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Orlando
just
keeps getting better.
I'm going to give you this. You don't have to say it yet. Just look over the line. And it's like the moment is like Ross described. You're peeing.
Am I also Southern?
No.
I'm just like a
Well,
random dude.
probably not.
Yeah,
But,
but hey.
we don't want to tell you right now.
Where is this?
Let's do a
we have
first take. It is, for lack of a better location, we just mentioned Altamont Springs. So Cranes Roost Park, Altamont Springs,
Yeah, that playground.
home of Red Hot and Boo.
And you are very drunk and you go out and you start to pee, and during that pee you find out that there's a playground. That's the scene.
All right.
The whole thing happens within, it's about a 15-second read, 20-second read. We believe in you.
Stumbling, walking, man walking, stumbling. Oh my God, I am so drunk. I gotta pee. Oh, cool. Swings. Man, I haven't been on a slide in a while. Wait, what? Whoa, hold on. Wait a second. Uh-oh.
All right.
Yes. Immediate dialect work.
Yeah. I
Dropped
I figured
in.
we were in like Louisiana.
Louisiana.
all right. But now, can I get another read though, but with no Southern, but even more drunk, right?
Okay, so we're going to ramp it up. Let's say 15 beers.
Yeah. 15.
Barely able
Oh my God, I'm
to.
so drunk.
Yeah. Go with that energy. I like that.
All right. Here we go.
Ready?
Hold on.
And
And action.
I am so drunk. I gotta pee. Oh, cool swings, man. I haven't been on a slide in a while. Wait a second. Uh-oh.
That felt good.
Oh my God, I'm so drunk. I gotta pee. Oh, cool swings. Oh man, is that a slide? I haven't been on a slide in a minute. I haven't been on a slide in a while. Wait a sec. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh God, not again.
Yeah. All right. Riff in the world.
Yeah, rewrite it.
Rewrite it. Now you know the
Oh
joke.
my God, I'm so drunk. Why do I have this weird accent?
I don't. Yeah. You don't.
You don't. You don't. He does.
So drunk.
He
I
does.
gotta pee. Oh, cool swings. Is that a slide? I haven't been on a slide in a while. What? Wait a second. Uh-oh.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Wait, one more thing.
Yeah,
Now,
I got one more
imagine-
thing as well.
Imagine that same guy, the character you just created, after this, calls his dad just to tell him something really
Hey, Dad.
quick. Yeah.
So I messed up. Well, I didn't really mess up. You ever been at the wrong place at the wrong time? Yeah. Well, I had, that first sip of that second beer. I just had to pee. I had to break the seal, man. I went to go pee. Look, see swings. And I'm like, hold on. I see a slide. I'm like, whoa, hold on a second. bright lights, red, blues, my dangling is out. And I'm being arrested.
Okay, you are there in the moment.
Wow.
You found a great pocket. Same line again, but at the very end, you just go, oh, I'm at a playground.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, get drunk. 20 beers,
yeah.
20 beers, 20 beers.
Yeah. This is like watching Heath Ledger.
Yeah. This is happening. We're going to get this audio take for our friend show on this next take.
He's standing up
He's standing up. Stretch it.
on your feet.
Yeah, you just realized how short that cord is. You just ripped our entire audio system out of the wall.
I think it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to mine for gold.
Drunk.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
I gotta pee.
Hold on. Oh yeah, we have to. We need clean audio.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, action.
Act.
I'm so drunk. Oh, I gotta pee. Oh man, are those swings? God, is that a slide? God, I haven't been on one of those in a while. Wait a sec. Oh, no. Is this a playground?
Cut!
That's it.
That's it!
That's the one.
You're in the now one. That just happened. We just did that. You got it.
You got the part.
I just had to squint my eyes.
That's what I do. Well played.
I don't know if that's good. I don't know. That's what I got, so.
Oh, no, that was it. That's in the show. I'm going to take that exact audio and put it in our friend show.
Absolutely.
I think that was it. That was the take. That was Renedo. Hell yeah.
I'm just happy to be involved.
Yeah.
Happy to
That
be
was
here.
it. Renedo's big break.
Now you're going to see him on the Tonight Show. You're going to see him on something even bigger, YouTube. It's going to be amazing.
Which our show is on every week.
Every week on YouTube. Check us out. Look up Rauce Paget on YouTube. The entire podcast is right there.
Hey, and we have amazing sponsors, which you're going to hear about real quick.
We will be
Right.
back.
Boy.
My bad, Renedo.
It's all good.
You need to hit up that mortgage guy, Don. He is your man. Here at Good Sauce, we are pro Orlando. We do our best to support local, shop local, and that mortgage guy, Don, is the definition of Central Florida local. Not only is that mortgage guy, Don, sponsoring our podcast, he's also sponsoring a fringe show. He supports the local arts. So, if you have any mortgage questions, you need to go to thatmortgageguydon.com or catch him on Real Radio 104.1 with his own show every Saturday at 9 in the morning. Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.
And his little song rips.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Joel and I love supporting local businesses.
Especially if they're really cool.
College Park Foundation Records is one of the coolest, one of the best. If you are looking for some of the best vintage clothing, I'm talking about some throwbacks. They have it. They have amazing clothes. One of the best collections in the entire state of Florida.
They are what I'm trying to be.
They have the best selection in the state of Florida when it comes to vintage clothing, vintage records, and everything cool. If you have an entire collection of records, bring it in. See if you guys can make a deal. They're always on the hunt for more records.
Little swap and shop, you feel me?
They're two brothers, and I've known them forever. They are some of the nicest, and to be honest with you, they've always been the coolest kids in school. Make sure you see my friends Alex and Peter Cohen over at College Park Foundation Records if you want a slice of some local cool. If you're listening to this, just know I'm saying thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I am a huge believer of supporting as many local things as you possibly can. And if you're listening to this, you are supporting one of the most local things you can possibly can.
Homegrown.
In this homegrown Central Florida based audio program. And there's
Locally sourced, farm to table jokes.
and that's also all of our sponsors as well.
Yeah.
When I had lunch with mortgage guy Don, he's like one of the most Orlando people. And that's really, I think that this our podcast, our show's audience, who I would love for it to be, is people here in Central Florida that really enjoy living in Central Florida, and also who are fans of our brands of comedy.
Absolutely. And even if you don't live in Orlando, even if you have an appreciation of it, a lot of people have been here that don't live here and have great memories in Orlando, that live all over the world.
What I've
It's
learned,
a vacation spot.
what I've
It's
learned,
hot.
a little behind the curtains, little BTS. All right,
Behind the curtains, BTS.
moving on.
You set it up and then
But you know what I meant. Behind the scenes, behind the curtains. I wasn't trying to replicate the. Oh, what I'm trying to say.
BTC.
Little Bitcoin action. What I'm trying to say is that whenever we have internet videos rip and spike, right? The podcast gets brought up, and then we get, honestly, a handful of listeners that stick around because they are voyeurs they just want to look from afar of two. This is my best guess, is two just two entertainers far away. That an insight of Orlando. That's my best guess.
That's what's up.
But we're always bringing in. I'm trying my best to bring the heat. We're trying to turn that little stovetop.
We're trying to make the playoffs.
We're trying to make the playoffs and stay in it. Hey, we won one game. That's the magic way. But we're trying to bring up a lot of flames, a lot of fire. We're always to the current beat. We have our finger on the pulse of society here. And we also have a thing that we like to call NATO News.
It's time for some NATO news. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. I'll hit it.
Trip.
NATO, you have some news, some internet news that you wanted to bring up, which I just also wanted to find an excuse to play that audio drop because I love it so much. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. But you have this question that you proposed, and let me hear it.
Well, it's the internet.
A safe place.
Yeah.
I would say, the internet goes on these debates from time to time, one being blue dress, black dress,
How much do you think about the Roman Empire?
Roman
That was
Empire.
one.
Yeah.
Empire.
The internet trends and internet questions just ebb and flow, and I'm kind of here for it.
Well, the newest one that I've seen is, would 100 men be able to take on one gorilla?
Yeah.
I know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'm going, yeah. No weapons, I'm assuming?
No weapons.
Naked.
Naked. Ding-a-ling's out.
Unless you're going to put sweatpants on the gorilla.
Make it a fair fight.
Make it a fair fight.
Because if he can grab mine, then I should be able to grab his.
Not where I was going with it, but you have a good point.
Oh, no, I'm going to win this fight. That's straight where I'm going. That's
Yeah.
primal.
Whatever happens in a gorilla fight stays in a gorilla fight. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'm taking boy 1, boy 2 off of the body of the gorilla. Now you can't even, you can't spawn any.
What's he got to live for?
Yeah, you can't procreate anymore. You're done, gorilla. So I hit him hard.
Mm-hmm.
That breaks your heart and your brain. Your spirits are low.
I wouldn't even have to touch him. I'd just make him feel so bad about himself. I'd get into his head.
You'd emotionally abuse him?
Yes. Now, I'd tell everybody, I'd be like, this is going to take a year. Everybody just chill. And then I'd befriend him,
You just be,
and then I would betray him.
you would just be extremely like a toxic friend. to
Yeah,
him.
I'd break his heart slowly, and I'd make him kill himself mentally
No.
with what I did to him.
So you would Planet of the Apes it, basically,
Play the long game.
Yeah. They
the
won.
long
They
game.
won that fight, though. I shouldn't say the Planet of the Apes example.
I don't write the history books, Ross.
No, I
write the future
I
books.
clearly believe that 100 men could easily take down a gorilla.
I don't believe that.
Easily.
Now, here's the thing. This is just open field, right?
This is
like in nature.
This is
when people fight gorillas.
okay. Here's
I mean,
the
it could
thing.
be anywhere. But,
No, it's
but
not.
I'm
It's gotta
assuming.
be- no, it's on a mountainous terrain.
If it's mountainous, I'm taking people all day. There's rocks. We build.
You think gorillas don't have access and perfect knowledge of how to fight with those rocks and sticks?
I do not. I do not. I think that's part of the. I think that's the main thing of. That's.
You're writing your own role in this movie. You're the very confident guy who's like, I'll just rip its nuts off. It'll be over.
That's where I'm going.
I'll end the war in 24 hours.
If
You're trumping right now.
If I have a gun to my chest and I have 100 people that I have to fight with, I will be going for the gorilla testicles. No shame in my game. I'm going for testy 1, testy 2. I'm taking all tests
Playing
out.
dirty.
8+, F-.
I don't think by the time you even Lance Armstrong him, you're not going to be able to get the second one. Once he knows your game,
And what
you're gone. You're gone,
This is not a round 1, round 2. This is a round 1 dual rip.
So the gorilla can lift up to.
I'm just imagining how I think you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm trying to Bruce Lee this bad boy.
The gorilla, they're super strong. They can lift up to 1,800.
Ross is trying to capture the flag this thing.
Oh yeah.
He's just running straight for the flag.
You're done.
Right when they blow the whistle.
Yeah, but all he has to do is just Hulk smash you one
And then-
time, you're
and then
done.
Guess what?
Yeah, I don't think he would have to try. He would just throw his elbow.
He wouldn't even
at
make it
you.
to his nuts.
Your whole body would snap in half.
First of all, I'm going to make use of what I got. This is my theory behind the good old.
You sound like a,
nut grab on the
trench
gorilla.
warfare frontline World War II person. Like, I got this.
I've got 100 people. I've got 99 other people with me, right?
Yeah.
All right. I wait. I'm waiting for he's going to be distracted. I basically, in my mind, I'm going to baseball slide as if I'm into second base on his backside. We're both naked. I'm going to take a couple scratches from a couple of pebbles
You're
from
sliding
the rocky.
through the windmill at the.
Yeah. All right. I'm going safe.
I don't think this works because you got 200 legs. You're going to have to crawl.
With 200 legs. Okay,
just
no,
imagine
not other people.
In my perfect world, I've coordinated. It looks like
Oh, and he's just standing.
It looks like a Ninja Turtle fight scene.
I've
that
never
he's
seen
in the middle, and then we're all around in the background. You know.
Gorillas don't just chill shoulder width apart.
Well, even then, I'm waiting. He will be distracted with.
He's not gonna be
99 other
like,
people.
Whoa!
Whatever the context is.
Have you ever even fought a gorilla, Ross?
Whatever the context is where he's distracted, I come in for a second base slide.
Not gonna work.
I come in round 1,
Gonna need to crawl.
dual things, bang. And I'm going to take advantage of the fact that he's got grapefruits, all right? And I've got grapes.
Yeah.
I don't mean this in an insulting way, but when is the last time you wrestled?
There's no wrestling here. This is a assassin viper strike.
So you essentially want to just castrate the gorilla.
You know, when you put it like that, it is way funnier than I thought. But it's the only way.
It is an audacious plan.
What is your way? You going for the eyes?
I mean, no, here's
I
the
told you, psychological.
yeah, but I'm taking it seriously. I'm trying to rip those things
You
off.
say I'm gonna. That's your serious attempt at
That is
victory.
the only serious answer to this question if I was in that 100 people. First of all, I'm putting myself in the 100 people. I'm assuming that someone in the 100 people in this hypothetical is smart enough to know that that's the weak spot. We have to go for the
What
boys.
idiot gorilla is this that's just gonna see 100 humans running at him and be like, well, better whip my nuts out?
It's
And then
already out.
I'll
They're not wearing pants. It's a gorilla. Unless
They're
they're all
not
wearing
just-
sweatpants. And if they're wearing sweatpants, everyone has sweatpants.
Have you ever seen a
ripping
gorilla?
them off.
They're not just dragging tees all over the place.
No. But I'm going to find them.
Yeah, they're
I'm going to find them. They're going to be there. They're vulnerable.
I just feel like this is a terrible plan.
And what's your idea if you're in a gorilla?
See, I don't.
He's trying to break its heart,
I don't think.
and I'm trying to break.
I'll come up
its
with a
spirit,
physical
you
plan
know.
if needed. Now I feel like there isn't a logical one.
Yeah.
I don't think we gotta, eliminate the gorilla, but we can pin him down.
I don't think you're penning down a gorilla. You have to take
With
its
100
nuts off.
people.
It can lift 4,000 pounds.
God, man, it's a good internet question. I'll give you that. It's
Yeah,
it's
man,
pulled
you gotta
on-
rip it. You gotta rip his nuts off. I guess that's the only.
This is just so crazy.
There's no
Joking.
How do you? It will run away. Anything runs away when that
That's so sad.
happens.
I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, well,
I know when
But
you
we
actually think about it,
could.
you're like, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
I just got sad when I heard about it. I was like, that's an awful thing
still
to think about.
Healing from Harambe.
it's time for us to talk to you about how cool the History Center is.
4 floors of awesomeness.
They're always breaking out new exhibits. This last one is probably my favorite they've ever dropped. Orlando Collected is a beautiful, amazing, history-rich exhibit going through all of Orlando's history. They have 150 items that describe and have you travel through Orlando's history.
Orlando's looking pretty good for 150. Celebrate our 150th birthday. Check out the Orlando Collected at the History Center and check them out online, as always, at the best website of all time,
Can't believe they got it.
thehistorycenter.org.
But then we looked up like how big the gorilla, an average gorilla is. It's like 4'11", 5 foot, 135 pounds. And I'm like, yeah, they might be strong, but
The one case that the...
That's like a 10th grader.
Okay, all right. And then we got to wrap this up sooner than later. But
That's a whole different question.
the gorilla has this going for it, is 100 people, no weapons, everyone's naked, open field. Basically, Final Destination and Super Smash Brothers. Just a platform.
yeah, right. I was
Okay.
thinking that earlier too.
It's just a perfect analogy for not many people. But in that instance, the gorilla is only going to be facing roughly like 8 or 9 people at a time.
Well, that's what
So-
you think, because I told you I was going to come up with a physical plan.
Yeah.
I switched teams and I joined the gorilla.
Dope. And then
Immediately.
and then you inspire other
As
people.
soon
to
as
do it.
everybody starts to run, I run around and I look at the gorilla, we make hard eye contact,
We bro out.
Yeah.
and I beat my chest. And then I point point at the 99 and I go, "Boo," which I believe is how they say, like, let's ride.
So-
and then I jump, I lead. I'm like, you back me up.
Yeah.
This
I know
feels-
this is hypothetical, but I'm joining you as
That's
well.
what I think. I think 5, 6 more guys are going to be like, you know what? Yeah, this is messed up. Because I think they're prisoners, the 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, this went...
No one would do this.
That stance is episode 8 of Squid Gamey. Mm-hmm. You know,
does.
the rebellion.
Oh, well, yeah.
Guess what episode 9 is? I'm ripping everyone's nuts off. Okay.
You're a very consistent fighter.
Just go.
Everyone hates the matchup with Ross because you know what's going to happen.
Like Ross is just like during battle, he's just like laying low, just looking for nuts. It's like
They call him the squirrel.
I am drooling from the mouth. I'm rabid.
He's 38-0.
My brother's behind me with a chain and a leash, and he's holding me back.
Knowing your actual brother, that's terrifying.
It's just
You're like
the
Chase,
secret- you're like
about to let you loose.
internet questions.
you're like the
are-
secret weapon. Like you just they unleash
They're
it.
like, give us the squirrel.
I'm Steve Buscemi and Con Air. They wheel me out with a mask, with a hannibal.
And you just hear you like,
Hey, when things get to that level, I will have no like, oh, is this ethically all right? No, man, this is apocalyptic. This is a gorilla. We have to do this. This feels very. Oh God, this feels very Survivor. Hunger Games. God, man, the internet be churning out.
you would do this on Survivor?
No, it just feels.
Wow.
See, I think 100 guys could take like a average sized gorilla, no problem, right? I think that would be no problem. But King Kong, I think they would have a harder time. 100 guys with like King Kong, yeah, no way.
Yeah, I think
But
any
I also think that like,
mythical.
You're talking kaiju, bruh.
what's the minimum amount of guys that could take down a gorilla, regular one? Like
1.
I would say 10.
I'm telling you.
Well, with your way, with the long way, it could
Yeah.
just being a toxic friend.
Kill a gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like 10. I would say like 10 people could probably do it, but there like
Like
three
a
of
soccer
them.
team with no goalie.
Like 3 of them would probably die though.
Yeah, people will die.
There will-
Unless
yeah.
you send in one assassin.
You mean bait?
One
Nah.
squirrel, man.
You just
The squirrel? Is that who you mean?
if you send in the squirrel, you got a fighting chance with no one dying.
Yeah.
You rip nuts, run.
That's our motto here at Good Sauce.
What
Rip
about-
nuts and run.
That's how I fight. I'll throw sand in a gorilla's face. Not a human.
Not a human?
I'll fight dirty against a gorilla. There's no shame.
You'll
I don't
pinch
thi-
them.
I don't think you guys are really putting yourself in the correct mindset for this gorilla fight.
In reality, I know I'd just give up. I wouldn't try.
Who wins, 10 Marines or 10 gorillas?
Naked in a fight?
Naked in a fight.
Oh, I don't know, man. Marines do that hoorah thing,
Yep, they do.
and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 Marines, 2 Coast Guard people, SEAL Team 6, and
And the online
mid
gaming
30s
squad.
Chuck Norris.
Against who? Just gorillas?
5 gorillas.
Gorillas, Darth Vader, Bin Laden.
A
again.
wild horse. The ones that kick a lot.
Mario from Super Mario Brothers.
I was going to say.
He's on the bad side?
No. Yeah.
All right, never mind. Mario Lopez.
Yeah, Mario Lopez is definitely on the bad side.
And why not? Luigi Mangione. Let's get a Mario and a Luigi scenario.
And
He's a killer.
Yep. Yep.
the Pope. Pope's on the good side.
The new Pope? Or
We have no Pope right now, right?
we're popeless.
We're popeless. What?
There is no Pope.
Popeless in Seattle.
We're popeless in Seattle. We're popeless here in Orlando.
Mostly at the Vatican, but
The
also
world.
everywhere else.
Popeless in the world. That we are. What, Joel?
Isn't there-
You know more about the Pope.
Yeah, didn't you? Weren't you telling me some about like they light like some smoke or something whenever they?
That's how they let you know the results of the
Oh,
ballot.
very cool.
And also how
They'd see. Oh, so all of the cardinals would, meet up, all the tops, and they come. There's a period of mourning. That's what we're having right now.
okay,
They just buried him the other day. Huge. There was like 250,000 people at his funeral.
little quarter mil.
They were
Sold out stadium.
insane. He was buried somewhere away from the Sistine Chapel, so it's like he kind of always was, the representation of the poor and the common man, and so that's how he went out. Respect,
Yeah.
Pope Francis. But so anyway, now what they'll do is all the cardinals will get together, and then they lock themselves away. No cell phones, no messages, nothing. They have device blocking stuff in case any sneaky guys bring something in.
Some spies.
Yeah, so because this is huge.
Yeah,
it's a
big
huge
deal.
move,
One of my I'm so foreign of the Catholic
and
Church,
it's a head of
but-
state. Also, in addition to his being His Holiness, it's also it's a head of state. The Vatican is its own country.
So and hopefully I'm not stepping on too many toes with a couple of the takes that I'll throw down about this whole episode. It feels very. I know it's not. But this is like it pulls on my dumb American brain where it's like this huge event, and the only thing that I can compare it to is like a royal wedding, where it's like this foreign, and I know very, very different. I'm not saying that they're the same, but they kind of like pull on the same strings of like every 30, 40 years, like
Yeah.
it's super. Is there anything else on a cycle like that in human tradition that's 30, 40 years? Like those things.
But it's a life thing, so it could be 1 year. It
Yeah.
could be a
It
day.
could be
You never know. That's why they cover the Pope Mobile in bulletproof glass.
I think there's a cicada that comes out like every 40 years.
Yeah.
I think there's a bug that's just
Those
like,
they just come out and blow their whistle all summer.
yeah. I think there's something.
They
like
love that time of day. They're like, hey. But yeah,
They like LeBron James.
They just see 40 years.
Every 40 years, we get a LeBron James.
Well, and if you're over 80, you can't be the Pope. That's where they age out. The Pope is they're like, you're too old if you're 80.
I just don't know why he said that like a grandpa on a porch. Every 40 years.
Get yourself a LeBron.
That's my
James.
Pope cycle.
Another thing that
LeBron James should be the new Pope.
no, that's not how any of this
I know
works.
he's still playing basketball.
No, that's why.
But,
I think you're supposed to be Catholic too.
So okay, and that
You can
actually
do anything, dude.
Joel, you have a better pulse. You have a better idea of the Catholic religion.
Well, they're going to vote basically all the toppity guys, the College of the Cardinals. They're going to vote until somebody gets a 2/3 majority, and they'll vote as many times as it takes. And then people wheel and deal. They'll say, okay, last vote of the day, and then let's meet in the morning. We'll vote again. And every time they can't decide, they burn the black smoke, and that's the only way people know they didn't decide.
So the people who vote, are those the people in the red outfits? Are they?
Yeah.
Are those the Cardinals?
Yeah.
Those are the coolest mother effers in the game of God. I've always found those red cloaks, and I'm like, ever since I saw those, I was like, those dudes are sick. Those fits rip.
They do.
They look like Palpatine high guards. They look like top, like Sith security in Star Wars. They're so cool looking. Another thing, I want to know where the line is when it comes to like what people can and cannot say. Because when he was just talking about, LeBron James, I find that incredibly funny. But I don't know if someone who is like incredibly, Catholic would be like, oh God. Because I find the smoke thing
question.
like comedic, but I also don't want to look at I don't want to take a dump on this huge epic human tradition.
If anything, you should I'll tell you that what you need to know so that because it's happening right now, you can watch it knowing what's happening.
Yeah.
You can check in. You
Black
can
smoke. Black smoke is bad.
Black
right?
smoke. It's not bad. It just means they didn't get. No one won. No one was
vote.
Nobody
dude.
got 2/3. But then when white smoke emerges, we know there is a new pope.
Oh, we cooking.
But we don't know who it is until they come out on the balcony and go, "I'm the pope."
So,
and then they get to pick a new name. They name themselves because they're no longer who they were. They are Pope so and so. So just think of it. All of these guys that went in there could be the pope.
like an epic council.
It's the people that are eligible that are voting, and so they, if it looks like somebody's not going to win,
It's not a
they'll start saying-
Rochambeau.
They'll be like, hey, they can't just go in and grab nuts.
yeah.
They have to.
I'm out.
This is politics. Yeah, you might be.
You have no chance.
And we see that white smoke, and then.
All right.
But what would your pope name be?
Oh, you get to choose it?
That's what you do. You tell them, and you go, "I'm Pope." Like we just had Pope Francis.
Rosario Pagellino. Done. Next. Oh, God. I felt good. That came from a higher power. That came from somewhere else.
Wow, I get that.
Rosario Pagellino.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
That felt good, dude. That came from down south.
Pagellino?
The South is not what you want when you're thinking of.
I'd want to bring like a
gut.
new like vibe to the Pope being a Pope.
New vibe.
I would just be like, just
God save us if you would ever be the Pope.
call me Brick. Just call me Brick Squad. Pope Brick Squad.
Brick Squad, but why?
Because we move in bricks.
What?
So you
Is that
just
from
make,
Fast and the Furious?
you just make
I
the
think
house
it's from
of,
Waka Flocka.
you make the house of God into a trap house of God. You just be straight trapping.
No, like actual bricks. We're building buildings. We're building like actual. We're building more churches, brick by brick.
But Joel, here's an honest.
I was
to
going to
God-
go with Pope Thomas. But now it seems lame. I think I actually played the game.
I would be afraid to be a Pope Thomas just because like peeping Tom, Pope and Tom.
Oh,
And then people would be like Dave Thomas from like.
That's why I didn't name my
Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't name my son Titus because hepatitis. And
What a Titus.
Wasn't going. Yeah, I guess that was also on the table of.
So anyway, also I watched a really good movie that explains all of this stuff. It's not a documentary; it's like a movie.
Tom Hanks in it.
No.
All right, good.
It's not a movie.
But here's my.
It's called Conclave, and that's what it is. When they lock themselves away, they do that, and then the Pope emerges. So it's about to happen. It's a good time to watch a good movie. I know it's a little slow. It's all dialogue, but it explains everything. And Voldemort plays the main dude. So.
As a religious.
Shout out Voldemort.
Shout out Voldemort. You're a heck of an actor.
As a religious plebeian, especially also towards the Catholic religion, I want both things to be true. The following to be true. I want to be able to appreciate how epic this tradition is.
Yeah.
And if you don't find things that take hundreds of years or it's been happening for such a long time, you have to, even if you don't follow it, you need to appreciate how epic that human effort is to have this always happen this specific way. There's an appreciation and a respect there that you can have that if you don't have, I dare say you should be able to find.
Yeah, just from like a human observational standpoint.
Yeah, as a species viewpoint. Also, at the same time, here's my main question. Can I also still, every time this happens, I'm thinking, he's smoking a pork butt. I want to make, the white smoke, the black smoke, it gives me, I always think about a barbecue. And I'm always walking my existence doing both of those things. And sometimes that latter one can get you in some heat.
Was saying that they're just grilling meat in the Sistine Chapel. That
I was thinking of the end of Lost.
Which is Smoke Monster?
Smoke Busters.
he comes out as the Pope.
It's like God American Idol.
That's what it is too.
There's a voting aspect.
I saw that you can bet on it.
Dog. What? There's
what
odds?
Prize Picks has the Pope Pope bet. What's the line on Pope?
It's like some weird black market betting book, but
Well, I mean, they know there's some people in the church that are like superstars. There's a
I heard
there are people that are favorites.
got better odds. Yeah,
Their articles are coming out now. They'll be like, we think it's this, we think it's that, because the Pope Francis was the first one not from Europe in 1,000 years or something.
It's just like the
So
closest.
because he was from Argentina. And then that was a big deal. And then he loaded up. It's kind of like when the president can load up the Supreme Court and federal judges and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it's for real. So
Yeah.
they're appointing cardinals. So Pope Francis's dudes
drama.
are the ones that are in there, and they're from everywhere. The Pope might be from Africa. The Pope might be from anywhere. It could be an American. Who knows?
You think your work gossip is good over,
It's wild.
You're
That's all in
finding
that
out
movie too. I have very few thoughts of my own.
Did you hear about Roberto Santillini? He's going this way because of this reason over that. It gets, you're talking about Lost.
Dirt
How about
comes up.
Survivor,
Well, it gets shady. That's the drama of the movie is they're digging up dirt on each other, and then all of a sudden information just comes up. It's like, oh, dude, this guy did that.
So
He can't be Pope.
So in one way, I'm like, hell yeah, epic human tradition, and also simultaneously, I'm like, this is the closest thing visually that is real Game of Thrones.
Oh, I was gonna say Star Wars too.
Star Wars, this is the closest thing to real life, epic. Those things, and it's real.
Yeah,
It's real. Religion is a real thing.
big time.
But
that's why they're doing it.
I don't know. Both things
Talk
can
about how do
happen.
people. This is an interesting people time right now.
Yeah, epic human tradition.
Whatever you believe, watch them do it.
But
Think what you think, but now's the time to watch some people.
yeah.
And one of those people's gonna be a popal.
It's gonna be a popal.
It's gonna be a popal.
It's Rosario Pagilino minus 2,500 odds. You can get them right now. That's episode 54. Wives and mothers.
solid odds.
Woo! Buzzer beater. Oh, Magic in 7. Hey Ross, who gave you that cool trophy?
His name is Mo DeWitt. Every episode is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt.
Injured on the go?
Just call Mo. Listen, if it's a slip and fall, if it's a car accident, you don't need to worry about who you need to hit up because he's got you covered. If you live in Central Florida, we try to go as local as we can. I keep bringing up local, and Mo DeWitt is exactly that. He's always throwing local events. He just threw a bowling event. He has all these VIP dinners. He always is reaching out into the community. He's always present, and he's always got your back.
And he's even sponsoring our upcoming Fringe show as well. Mo doubled down support for us. Support Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go?
Just call Mo.